Hello, Barry. Thawne. I love what you've done with the place.
Now, Flashpoint, from what I gather, Flashpoint is now in the reworks right now. It's in the development, which is weird for them to even do that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Flashpoint is in the development. So, Flashpoint will change the DCEU for forever. Now, that's the title of this video. Now, you're probably saying, what is the Flashpoint? If you don't know, I think majority of you people know who subscribe to my channel, you know. But if you don't know, let me educate you. The Flashpoint is a reboot type of style, type of event. In the new, now a lot of people love the Flashpoint because it's a great storyline comic. However, some people hate it because it gave us the New 52. And if you are like me, the New 52 is a dreadful time for a DC fan. There are some good comics like Aquaman, but goddamn, there are some bad comics. I am looking at you, Teen Titans New 52, but we're not going to talk about that. What we're going to talk about is the Flashpoint is going to recreate this. So pretty much, you know how DC had the rebirth last year? The Flashpoint is going to be that type of rebirth, certain way in a reboot. Because they can't reboot the whole universe. They invested too much money. And this is what they're going to do. Now, Ezra Miller, as a Flash, he will constantly be the Flash. I think people love him as a Flash. He works. And I think he will be the Flash for the next 50, I won't say 50 years, but next 5 or 6 years. Now, you're probably saying, what will the DC Rebirth, or DCEU, excuse me, what will the DCEU reboot? Now, the few things are going to reboot. They are going to make the world more lighthearted and more colorful, more fun. Now, you saw that in Justice League. Now, you really didn't see a full version of it, but Flashpoint is going to fully embrace the world more colorful, embrace it more and more likable. You will see that in the new style after Flashpoint. As a matter of fact, they might take 10 to 15 minutes of fucking exposition just to let you know how the world looks and shit like that. Now, the characters, now you're probably saying, what will be reboot other than the universe? The characters. Batman Ben Affleck's and Superman Henry Cavill and Cyborg Ray Fisher. Now, let's start with Ben Affleck. I did a video on that. The video should come out beforehand, but I'm not going to go briefly in this one with Ben Affleck. But we all know he ain't happy. He wants out. The Flashpoint is going to give him this way out of doing it. If the rumors are true, Jake Gyllenhaal is coming to be Batman. This is the way they're going to do it. Now, some people say kill him off and bring in Batman beyond Terry McGinnis. I would love that, but that ain't going to happen. Batman draws more than Terry McGinnis, so they're going to do the whole Jake Gyllenhaal if he is cast. That's what's going on. Henry Cavill. Now, Henry Cavill has stated that he has one more film to be Superman in a recent interview for promoting Justice League. This might be his one film, and this might be his one film that he's going to pass the torch to a new Superman, or they get rid of him. He's done. I don't think he's coming back either. I think after these bad reception, because if you think about it, every film since Man of Steel for him has been bad. Bad reception. And that's bad for him because as an actor, you don't want that on your resume, all these films. Because you want to have a good resume, and I think he's tired. I looked at him. He's not like Ben Affleck, like he's dreading the role, but you can look at him and you can tell he wants out too. He wants out, not as bad as Ben Affleck, but he wants out. He don't want to do this no more. He doesn't want to do Superman. I know he stated in an interview that he said he loves Man of Steel. That's one of his favorite films, even though the critics didn't like it. He said that's still one of his favorite films of all time. Because that was the first time he became Superman, and he loved it. And you can't really blame him. That was his only time he became Superman. And I ain't gonna lie, he was really good in that. Even though some people say he was bland and generic, he did what he was told to do. So I give him that. But he wants out. He wants out, and can you blame him? So he wants out. And I think this is his way out because they're going to recast a new Superman and Batman. Now, they may not say nothing with Superman yet because they still think, I think Warner Brothers still think Henry Cavill will come back to be Superman. But the way, if Henry Cavill be like, hey, put me in Flashpoint and take me out, then we're going to get a new Superman too. But that's going to be under wraps. Now, if Henry Cavill is in this Flashpoint film, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. He's done. He's done. This is his last film. He's done. He's never going to do Superman again. He's never going to do it again. Now, this is just speculations. Now, this ain't no rumor. This is speculation. This is rumor. This is me speculating and more rumor coming out too, probably later, more next year and beginning of the year. But that's me speculating with the whole Superman thing. This is another speculation. Cyborg, Ray Fisher. Even though a lot of people say he had a lot of development, people do like him. They might reboot him too. Now, the reboot will be either take him out of the Titans, which a lot of people have been saying he needs to fucking go because he doesn't belong in the Titans. Not the actor Ray Fisher. I think he did a terrific job, but Cyborg himself. Or they recreate, not recreate, but correct his origins where the mother box doesn't make him. Mother box doesn't make Cyborg, something else does. So there's a lot of things with that one. That's more speculation. Now, I don't have no proof to that. They may leave that shit alone. However, if DC really wants to like change shit around, they might take that out too. Because again, what they're going to do with this Flashpoint is do what Days of Future Past did. Fucking erase Batman v Superman. Erase Justice League. They might even erase Man of Steel. If Henry Cavill's gone, that's getting erased. Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Justice League, all three of those films will be fucking erased in the Flashpoint. Do you hear me? Suicide Squad may not be erased. It may not. However, they are fucking gonna erase the Joker. What's his name? What's the Joker name? Jared Leto's Joker. That I've been hearing a lot of rumors from people. They're like, they're about to erase that motherfucker too. Because they're not fans of that Joker. I don't hate him, but I didn't see enough of him to hate. But I ain't a fan of that Joker at all. I really ain't either. I thought that Joker was very disappointing. But I don't even think that's freaking Jared Leto's fault. It's the material he was given. Let me see my new toys. And I said, you're not even scary. You're just goofy. So I don't know. He might get erased. So Flashpoint's going to do a lot. See, the difference between Days of Future Past, though, they erased Last Stand and Origin. They only had to erase 2 films. These motherfuckers got to erase 3. And if I'm hearing a rumor, they're going to have to erase Jared Leto's Joker too. So they got to add that shit in there too. Which I don't think they're going to do that in the film. They're just going to do it off screen. And they'll do something else. They might just make mention of it. But Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Justice League, they all might erase those films. If Henry Cavill's not coming back, that film's getting erased. Most definitely. If he's there, they'll keep it. But if he's not there, they're erasing. Man of Steel, Batman v Superman is fucking gone. They are going to erase that from the books. Justice League will be fucking gone. They're going to erase that from the fucking books. Okay? That's it. The only film that will stay intact is Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman will not be touched. Wonder Woman will not be even mentioned. Wonder Woman will be probably the only film mentioned in the universe because that was the most successful one. Okay, they're not going to do no Terminator Genesis to erase Judgment Day like they fuckers did, which made no fucking sense for why they did that. Why erase one of the best films of all time? That's just idiotic. But, you know, Fox, they do stupid shit. Not all the time, but most of the time. But that was one of the times. But honestly, guys, that's Flashpoint. Flashpoint. This is how Flashpoint is going to change the world a little bit. Characters will be changed, new actors, new motivation, and that's the way they're going to do a soft reboot. It's going to be a mix of Days of Future Past, reboot style. It's going to be a Days of Future Past. They're going to do what Fox did and do a Days of Future Past. And honestly, that's the route they need to go. I'm not going to sit here and say I hate the universe did what they did. I liked it, but they weren't very cool. consistent with it. They heard the backlash with Batman Man of Steel. They instead of Man of Steel, they thought let's amp it up more with Batman. However, they didn't learn the other issue with the Man of Steel was Superman didn't talk a lot, and that really fucked them over too. And it's just it's a mess. They need to start over fresh. Flashpoint is that starting point, and from there on, make a good film and keep it going till there. Don't stop. Keep the train going. If they say stop, say fuck that and keep going. Don't stop. Because DC, y'all have one hit and a whole lot of misses. And my God, this is ridiculous. Batman v Superman should have never been a miss. I was hoping, this is how I pictured this. Because they were like Justice League and Batman v Superman. I said, okay, Batman v Superman will be 80 to 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. This is me back in the day. And Justice League will be 70 to 80% because, again, they'll juggle the characters. And I say Wonder Woman will be 70%. Boy, was I fucking wrong. If I bet it, I would lose half of my money. Half of my money, my bank account. Batman v Superman, 20%. So Wonder Woman, 93% or 92, whatever. And Justice League, 40%. I was way off. If you would have told me 3 years ago that I thought 3 years ago that Wonder Woman was going to be the best film out of all these films they have done, I would have laughed and said, go fuck yourself. And boy, and you would have won a lot of money. But boy, this is telling. This is telling. Do I want Justice League to succeed? Absolutely. Absolutely, excuse me. Because the more time they succeed, that's good for DC in the long run. Because right now, DC needs a hit. DC needs to, like, knock something out the fucking park for me to say, you know what? I like it. So I'll give it a chance. But, yeah, guys, that's all I have to say on that note. I don't want to go on longer than expected, but those are pretty much what they're going to do in the near future. Now, I hope they follow this, but they just need to do this. As always, guys, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.